Attention gamers. Previously in Rav's Igloo, I made a video showing the power of running Lucian mid lane by bullying a ponytailed airbender in a performance that I originally titled, Golden Obama. And despite this nickname being a reference to a well-established translation of the word Lucian in LPL Pro Play, I was perjured, ripped a new one, and condemned to the deepest parts of hell's anus by a few people, which simultaneously directed the YouTube demonetization eyes onto my channel. So it was quickly changed to Golden Guns to appease the cancel culture kids ruling the internet, and trust me when I say I know it screwed over that video's performance. But enough history lesson for one day. Last week I discovered a Pro Guides video talking about this exact pick, the pistol popping president in mid, saying that it was holding a 94% pick or ban rate in all of Worlds for a few reasons. Solo lane XP takes just a nasty post Chipotle with double queso shit all over duo lane XP, resulting in ADCs and bot lane champs feeling weaker than they are, and Riot's response to XP gap was to just buff some of these champs who already were strong in solo lanes, effectively making certain ADCs like Lucian and Trist rock humongous mid lane pork schlongs compared to others, which I thoroughly exploited in this video. This early game mid priority allows for the jungler big meta monstrosities like Spear Slut and Where's My Cigar to be picked and played properly. Then building him with crit always resulted in some late game scary double pistol pops, but adding one tier to the mix made enemies shed a few themselves. So in this video I decided to revisit the mid lane teary-eyed pistol popping Obama pick that was arguably the most dominant champion in Season 10 Worlds, to see if it works as well when you don't have a pro roster of players by your sides. Now please kindly give an ultra abusive slap to the like button until it looks bruised, and make sure you haven't been unsubscribed from my channel by accident, as that seems to be the theme recently, and let's get into the games. Okay, now not to spoil too much, but the first game wasn't exactly YouTube content worthy because my teammates in this one were too busy looking for their missing chromosomes all over the rift instead of focusing on not spoon feeding the enemy. But I wanted to show my own perspective early to make a case for why I was not the feeding imposter in this one. It started with me telling Belle Delphine that she can throw as many pillows as she wants at me, but I will not be buying her infected bathwater, as I hit her with a surprise flash pistol pop in the ass combo for first blood. Then I immediately come bot because Rift Alexa has been non-stop blabbering on about bedazzled Tyler 1 giving my team's twinkle shit one too many titty twisters in lane, so I zoom past an offer to carbonate me before popping a few caps into that axe hole to drain this L9's little adoration piggy bank. Then I stop back mid because Chester the dumbass jester has a flawless plan to port into tower range so he can plant a little toy that ends up doing nothing but watch as he gets simp seduced while I see how many bullets it takes to get to the center of a dead bitch. 36 was the correct answer, but he immediately comes back to show me that his dumb toys are capable of actually doing something useful, as it gives the bitch a quick scare. But this time I too get caught in Sona's ult for a second before snapping out of it and slaying that little K-pop shitter. Then I come back bot to play more defense against the dumbass diff we have going on bot lane, as they once again prove to be losing to a duo that has less map awareness than a rotting cadaver, and thanks to a trivial amount of damage coming out of my twinkle shit, I have to do all the heavy lifting in this one, which shouldn't be surprising considering I was 5-1 at this point and our team was still losing in kills. And I quickly started to feel the effects of having a team about as useful as Titty Lint, but it didn't stop me from telling Tyler 1 that he'll feed just as much as a top laner as he did anywhere else on the rift. But then the biggest problem quickly became apparent, and you might have guessed that a large jungle diff was to blame. But when we lose I just point and say it's jungle diff. So now I am stuck dealing with this 11th battalion of the fed-ass band-aid soldier hard stomping the game, and sure enough, right when I put on my lucky shutdown undies, my support decides blowing him to safety and then launching a tornado in the opposite direction is the best way to keep us completely out of this game. And so yeah, the Lucian mid pick did in fact feel super strong early here, but there is nothing you can do about a free farming top heavy armless giant headed band-aid with a helmet that makes him seemingly unkillable, running around feeding off of the useless cat litter that Riot intends for you to call teammates, and thus I didn't feel like showing any more of this game was worth it, so instead I hopped into a second to show the power of pistol pop parties in the mid lane. And you already know we were getting fed this game because I was laning against someone with windshitter syndrome, and he literally doesn't even make it to level 2 before showing symptoms as he greeds to murder a rogue chode while I casually play an entire game of tic-tac-toe on his ass until I flash to send him running with a good old tilt ticker going. Everyone's Pokemon Go app says that a rare Charizard will be spawning in river, so you can probably imagine the situation is hostile as I join in and chase people off with no clear direction or idea of what I am doing until I see Bobby the Burrower slapping around some Nerf battle pervert, so I commit in that way. I arrive too late for the first money shot, and then I let the wheat farmer die inside the privacy of his wall before backpedaling and revealing the shitters of missed skill shotsville lurking. The flatulent feeder falls low, so I decide to commit, telling this baby Cho'Gath that I have fought much larger and stronger of his species and that he won't intimidate me out of making fun of this dumbass for thinking his tit tether stunt will save him from my wrath. Then I get word that Reaper Randy made an unannounced visit bot lane, which resulted in our team Caterpillar being squashed like the useless bug he is, and even though this is League, so I should have a deep hatred for my teammates that I don't know personally and have never met before, I don't take kindly to others murdering them, so I take a long leisurely stroll rehearsing what I am going to say when I meet him, until I eventually decide to say, "Hi, I am Flanky Frankie and you, sir, are a dead bitch." But just as I am on my way back to my lane, you'll never guess what happened. And yeah, I slaughtered the shitter quickly, just like you do when you run into the same dumb Caterpie for the 15th straight time, and it's faster just to kill them than to run. Then I get word that there's a fight over who gets squatters' rights on the pregnant dragon pit's turf as Yone makes an appearance covered in his own jizz and blood, so I head to his shitter spawn to make sure I have a nice surprise waiting for him, only to get spiky trampolined, effectively turning me into one blue-balled Barack Obama, and surely triggered the 19 million mastery point Lucian Main's already 3 paragraphs into a comment telling me that if I would have used my W first I would have had enough of a caffeine enema there to get me the kill, and to that I say, shit. But I swear these people must have been a pre-made team during a Dragon Fetish Freaks Anonymous meeting, because once again everyone and their uncle is in river looking to jerk a wyvern ween, so this time I line up the rapid fire rage fest to get 2 for the price of 1, and then I devote my attention to the only person who was dressed appropriately to spend this much time playing in a river. Then I head up top because apparently some bitch just finished reading Angels and Demons and has taken it entirely too seriously, doing things like possessing gigantic scuttle crabs, so I play this one slow knowing this psycho is clearly off the rails, but my jungler just comes in like it's an everyday thing to see winged demons take to the sky and rain down swords, so needless to say he fucking dies, leaving me in a close battle about as tight as a bird's butthole, and I just barely survive. Back at mid, and that foxy hottie is having her tail chased, so she gives the perv something to gawk at as I bust a few caps in his ass. Kane crawls up and inside of her anus as if it's a donation tier perk of her OnlyFans as I deal with the windshitter before flashing away from becoming a feast. Then I hit him with a quick over the wall 1-2 Mayweather 3-4 McGregor before becoming Barney's dinner. But then I am just overextending mid, holding on to charges of my warding totem as if they will accrue interest when that wall hacker slips in through the back door, quite literally, so I beat up a few mini butt munchers to heal up before letting him know he picked a fight with the wrong president. We shatter that sacred crystal that supposedly is preventing our most wanted midget felons from being freed, which sparks the Brady's bunch of dumb bitches to come out demanding the head of our purple oopsie poopsie spitting jizz guzzler, so I quickly erase the windshitter from the equation, and then I let our ADC rub his dead caterpillar balls on Mr. Board Shorts for the kill. Now when Rav runs for president I plan to reduce taxes, and I show that by not taxing this mundo in exchange for a sign of appreciation only for our team's apparent English professor to deem it worthy to correct my grammar, so I politely inform her that she has been tucked away all cozy in my backpack all game, getting carried to hopefully shut her dumb foxhole up. Then I have my Flanky Frankie hat on again, but when Exorcism Barney lets his twin Caspers out it scares the literal W out of me, but luckily the English professor lends some lewds to distract him and I burst 500 gold straight out of his dead dragon ass. I start to wonder if their jungler is a closet Yasuo main or if Kane syndrome may be an actual thing, as it turns out diving through 3 walls into our base didn't quite have the outcome he was hoping for. And at this point being 16-2 was enough to have a strong wave of barren buffed up hooded midget employees crashing their base, as I was able to laugh at junglers that would typically have the power to rip my ass into shreds in a game where I will obviously be marketing as just an OP mid lane pick, because that is indeed straight by the YouTuber's handbook. But we all know that I was just the lucky beneficiary of getting to lane against one who shits wind in this one, and as a result I probably could have made AD Yumi look overpowered. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video and the commentary in this one, and if you did, please smash the like button because it does tremendously help with the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing so you can listen to more stupid shit I say. My final ranked climb in season 10 is being uploaded on my second channel here, so check that out if you haven't. And finally, a huge shout out to my Patreon supporters keeping the lights on in this igloo. Pet your dog, jerk your ween, play Obama Mid, and brush your teeth tonight. Rab out.
Stuck.